Bonafide Hustler here.
College Picker here.
RAIKEN Profit.
Retro Aficionado.
Orange Elephant here.
RAIKEN Profit.
All right. So we're at the Green Room Hangout number 24, and I got to tell you, we have had serious technical difficulties on this Green Room Hangout just to get it started. But if you guys can hear us, just make sure that you comment right now into the feed. I'll make sure I'll be looking at this feed on the other computer. I want to make sure we're sounding good because we had a lot of difficulties getting this show started. A lot of things have changed on the YouTube interface and everything like that. So everyone speak up a little bit. Make sure that your mics are good. And because what we hear on our side might not be what YouTube hears, you know. So hold on real quick. I'm going to clear my camera.
I see it on your feed. That's a good sign.
Yeah, it's on the feed now.
Cool.
So we're good. Make sure we got 18 viewers in the room. Cool. Yeah. No. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Get this light better. Ow. That hurt. Okay. I think we're good. So if we sound good, just let us know. I don't see a single comment in there. I gotta make sure. So many things have changed with Google Plus guys out there in YouTube land. So be patient with us, please. We do have a cool guest here, and probably a guest that's gonna be around every now and then, just because, you know, a Green Room member lives in Austin.
Lives down the road.
What did you say?
Lives down the road.
Yeah, you live down the road and everything. So while I'm making sure that the comment thing is working real quick, hey, Brock and Abby, why don't you guys let people out in YouTube land know, like, who you guys are, what your YouTube channel is all about, and yeah.
All right, sounds good. Well, what's going on, everybody? This is Brock and
Abby
with the Orange Elephant 523, and we always do our intro to our video is raising kids, buying and selling vintage and hard-to-find items on eBay and in our antique booth. So that pretty much sums us up. We got out the military in May, and trying to do everything we can do not to have to punch a time clock again. So eBay, Amazon FBA, Craigslist, just got started with Kindle publishing. Done, starting on another one. That's what we do. A lot of garage sales, a lot of thrift stores.
Nice. And you are a Green Room member as well, right?
I am. Yep, right from the beginning.
Oh yeah, you were like.
Right,
do you remember what number you were on the sign up?
I don't think I was single digits, but I was pretty close.
Okay. Man.
Maybe maybe in the 20s. Back when the feed was like 20 posts a week.
Only 20 posts a week. Now it's like ridiculous.
A morning. Yep.
So cool. It looks like now I'm actually taking a look at YouTube land, and now I see comments coming through. Cool. So we have a lot of people in the feed from my brother, Easy Money's there, DJ Castellana, Stacy Staggs. If you hear some people that you know, just let me know. Extreme Access, Walking Picker, Chris Curone, even Nikel, Robert A. Burns II, Juan Nunez, Kevin Nielsen, lots of people that we see in Green Room Hangouts. So I got to thank you guys out there for being patient with us. Trust me, this was like the biggest surprise to me when I started this Green Room Hangout. The fact that the entire interface had changed, and all the people that you see below me, with the exception of Brock, had to make fun of me because I was pretty much losing my cool. I just don't like being surprised at anything, especially when I love these Green Room Hangouts, and I like how they stay on track and they stay on point, and then the worst thing to happen is like a delay, and it's like, okay. So, RAIKEN, you are still on vacation technically, but you're about to be back in town tomorrow?
Yeah, coming back to the real world tomorrow.
Oh yeah? So you did get accepted to the MTV Real World house?
No, I did.
Oh, okay. You mean the other real world. Okay.
I've been in Myrtle Beach for the last week. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. I'm working on Wi-Fi from the hotel, but...
Yeah, you sound pretty good. I think you're too old for the real world, though, man. I don't think they're gonna. It's a bunch of young kids on that show now. Just so
yeah, you're
know.
really stuck on the real world tonight, aren't you?
Dude, you guys
Dude,
watch
I'm
way
telling
too
you,
much
man.
television, man.
What? Yeah, I know. What is a poly B?
Jeez, man. you and your pop culture, dude. Jeez.
I like pop culture. I'm not like immersed in it, but I think it's.
Oh, God.
Like,
Item of the week.
For what I do, my other
That
projects,
was weird.
it's important to be pop culture for my other thing that I'm involved in, which
The
is a
real-
podcast. So, and it's a podcast that has absolutely nothing to do with picking and hustling and all that kind of stuff. It's more of a comedy podcast, like funny stuff and the cool raw side of like, I don't know, my life and whoever gets interviewed on there. But anyway, if you want to check that podcast out, I'm a co-host on it. It's called The Men's View. I'll just drop it real quick. With that, I think we're good. Okay, so everyone says that we sound good and we can actually start this show. Yes.
Can we start with item of the week? Is there a way we can start with item of the week?
Yeah, we can do whatever. Well, dude, it's Brock's show. Brock and Abby. It's actually Abby's show. No,
This is Abby's
it is
show.
Abby's show.
All right.
So, hey,
Brock
Abby.
and Abby, do you want to start with item of the week?
Yeah, can we please?
Right here, because it was almost Emerson's item of the week.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. So put that into context real quick, briefly for the people out there. What do you mean by like it was almost my brother's item of the week? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so what I think happened is I think Emerson got a hold of my garage sale list on Friday night. So we pretty much followed each other around on Saturday morning. It was getting a little bit crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, it was really good, though. It was pretty funny. Like, Emerson's he's just so chill and he's so just relaxed and cool. We're standing at this lady, the second time that we met garage selling. He grabs the racket that the lady has for sale and just gives me, like, this whole class on, like, what to look for in rackets and why this is a good racket or a bad racket right in the middle of the garage sale. But this is what I picked up. These were $2. They're Aero bars by Profile Design. So
Cool.
Kind of wonky, like.
Sweet.
What's the model on those? Are they Airstrikes? What are they?
They're the F19.
F19.
Like,
What do you think the resale on that? 40, 50?
They're yeah, right around in there plus some shipping. I have them at $69.99 plus $5 to ship, and I turned down 2 offers today at like 40 and 50, just
Okay.
because I just put it up yesterday and I'm already getting offers and I have watchers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Not bad. Let's go down the line now. CP. Oh yeah, go ahead. You got something else?
No. I was saying they were only $2. That's the second pair that I've sourced for $2.
Oh, that's good. CP, go ahead. You're the one who wants to do the item of the week so bad. So
I do.
What do you got?
I do. I have never found one of these until today.
I know what it is.
You
What
know,
is it?
you know exactly what it is. Chris is the one who
that's
turned me
cool.
on to these.
Yeah, I know what that is.
I give Chris all the credit. He found one and was like, "Yo, you know these things sell?" And I was like, "Yeah," but I had never found one.
The
So
crazy part is if they fit you, you pressed hard not to sell them because they're so cool.
yeah,
So what is that?
it is a cafe racer jacket.
Yeah, I know that. Who makes that one? Vanson? Who was that one?
You see how the zipper's on the side? It's
Oh,
regular.
that's the retro, crazy, awesome one. Cool, man.
Zipper goes down the right nipple.
Who makes yours?
I think it's called Moto Sport or something.
How much you get it for?
I got it for 30.
It's a good deal.
Moto line.
Probably got resale of like 100 plus.
Yeah, exactly. So
Cool. That's a good find, man.
absolutely.
RAIKEN.
I found a seashell at the seashore.
Sold by Sally.
Really?
Dude,
That's it?
I've been on vacation all week. I haven't been picking at all whatsoever. I went into one thrift store over here in Myrtle, and I mean it was horrible. It was really bad. I mean everything was like, you could tell it was like passed down from like a really bad tag sale or something. It was awkward. So I was in there for like 5 minutes and left. So no find of the week today. Just getting a lot of sun.
Cool.
Nothing.
And you are where are you? Where are you? Myrtle, right?
Myrtle Beach. I know you were in North Carolina. I'm in South Carolina.
Okay, cool. Who wants to go next? Young?
I don't even know what I found.
You don't ever find anything, dude.
No, man, I find stuff, but I'm just trying to think of what was interesting. Oh, you know what I found is one of those old Japanese pachinko games. You guys know what that is?
Oh, I know what those are. Those are like
Yeah.
everywhere.
I don't know what
Just
that
kidding.
is.
Yeah, I found one of those. The lady was she didn't really know the price of it, and I talked her down to $10, so I'll just throw it in the booth.
Nice. That's all you gotta do, man. And
Yeah.
then I freshly got back from North Carolina where I was seriously ill, so I didn't get any. Well, that's not true. I actually did hustle a little bit down there, but I was like super, super ill with this called gastritis, which I'm pretty much not really over it yet, but almost over it. I see a comment in there saying, "How are you doing, Chris?" So, for the people in the green room, you know exactly what I'm talking about. For people in major YouTube land, like I didn't tell anyone about that I was sick. I was in emergency room, urgent care, like that kind of stuff. Pretty much ruined my entire vacation. But I didn't go hustling while I was in North Carolina. Today, this morning, I went hustling. So I'll show you one of the coolest finds today, which is an air kick.
Nice.
This is pretty sweet. So they're like super bouncy shoes with like major tread patterns. So that's pretty cool. And the other cool one, of course,
what do people use those for, Chris? For people that don't know,
just jumping around like a dumbass, basically. So if you want to jump around like a dumbass, you're gonna definitely see those on eBay pretty soon.
So it's for like the college frat houses and whatnot.
Yeah, it would be perfect for a fraternity person actually, with a medium foot. And then this was the other cool find. This is like throwback to my retro videos on YouTube. So of course, there you know, that's a crawler body right there. Found, disassemble it. I might actually sell this one intact because someone might want the wheels and everything. But
what's the length of that body?
This one is more than likely, I think 18 or 19. 19 is really where you want them to be, 19 and above. So this is pretty cool. It'll definitely sell. I don't know how much this one's going to sell for, but we'll see. I mean, I know it's worth the $7 I pulled on it. It's going to sell over 59 or so. So that's my guess.
Goodwill? Was that at the Goodwill?
What'd you say?
Was that at the Goodwill?
Wait, was this at the Goodwill?
Yeah, was the crawler body at Goodwill?
The crawler body was at Savers today.
Nice.
And by the way, Savers on a Tuesday, in this town at least, has 25 or 30% off student discounts, just so you know. I happen to have my old student ID from like MBA days. So.
I was just about to say, I know you were going to say you were a student.
Oh yeah, I got my old. Dude, I use my student discount everywhere. And then I found these at Salvation Army, and these have a student discount today too. So it's kind of weird. I take it back. Salvation Army Tuesday is student discount day. Savers is Wednesday.
So if they ask you, Chris, like, what are you studying for? What do you say?
I say I'm studying economics, how to trade and buy and sell. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Resellerology.
That's right.
Hustleology.
Yeah. Young, why does your eyes look so weird?
Young, get that bass out your eyeball.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
So yeah, out there in YouTube land, if you got something cool that you found, let us know about it real quick. I still have a feeling this show on the other side here is just not going well, because the last comment I see is from someone like 6 minutes ago. It's like, seriously? There are 58 viewers in the room watching this show, but I can't see the newest comment, and that's starting to get to me a little bit. Anyone have a secondary feed going on between the 5 of us right here?
Yeah, I see a few people. You got Yaya, HYFR, 47 seconds ago, LMAO,
Okay. Yeah, I see
Retro.
it. Okay, so we got a lot of people out there that are talking. If you guys can hear us, why don't you let us know what you found? And yeah. And then while we're getting that stacked up in the comment feed real quick, we'll get to know Abby and Brock a little bit better with a little micro interview. So Abby and Brock Parks, I met them through the green room, which is kind of crazy. They showed up at one of our, they showed up at our extravaganza in July. One of the extravaganzas. We had 2 amazing extravaganzas. One was a coffee meetup, and both you guys showed up. And then the second one was a golf meetup, and Brock showed up. So, you guys, I mean, you've put in your wrench time. You're actively, like, one of the most active commenters in the green room and everything. What attracted you into resale, like, altogether?
I mean, for me, it started out like 2 years ago, right before I got in the military. I bought a dune buggy Power Wheels deal at a garage sale, and then I looked it up on Craigslist just kind of one night for the heck of it, and I realized they were going for like $100. So we played with the dune buggy, and then we sold it for $90. I've kind of been hooked ever since.
Now, when you say like we, is that you and your wife, or?
Oh no, that was me and that was Finn and I.
That was your kids. Okay, you guys start clarifying these things, or else people start drawing up a really weird picture in their heads, you know?
No, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I have 2 kids. I have 2 boys. We have 2 boys. Finn, who's 3, and then Garen is 7 months.
Cool. So it started all with the Power Wheels.
Yep, started with the $9 Power Wheels, and then kind of in January I got a pretty good idea. that I was going to get cut as far as the military was concerned, and I had kind of just been interested. I'd been watching the Redneck Picture, Glendon Cameron's older videos. I've been buying storage units, that sort of thing, just kind of for fun. It was a nice, like, couple $100 a month job, and it fit well because the military schedule. We worked, we rotated shifts and everything, and we were on call all the time. So it worked real well. I was enjoying it, and then January, that's whenever I first did something on eBay. I never really was interested in eBay. Like, if you watch my videos, that's why you see me so comfortable with Craigslist and not as much with eBay, because it's still only been like 7 months that we've been doing eBay. So sold the first thing on eBay in January, and then joined the green room right after, and it just kind of took off, which was good. And then I lost my job in May, so it worked out real well. It's just nice, good transition so far.
Yeah, it seems like both you guys really enjoy not only in the green room, but it just seems like you guys both enjoy life like really well. So you guys remind me a lot about myself. Like, your videos are all about like just experiencing things, whether it be food or a nice vista or a cool thing that you found that you want to sport for a while, then sell it. Like, you guys strike me as those kind of people. So it's really good to have you guys in the green room, that's for sure.
Not that many people can laugh about I lost my job, and like you did, with a smile on your face.
You know,
And so the great thing about it is you guys are doing it full time. You guys are raising 2 kids, and so anyone that questions whether you can be a picker full time, there's living proof right there. Abby and Brock.
so far so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Surround yourself with good people. I had my grandfather that I'm named after. I'm from Southern Illinois, so in Southern Illinois you have unemployed and coal miners in his time, and he worked in the coal mine. He walked away from his job when he was my age, and was self-employed from then on. So, like, I mean, that's insane. Like, what he did. So he kind of was paved the way for me. So family's been really supportive. If you saw my videos, like us going out to the farm and them loading us up, my grandparents are pickers. They're the collector end of pickers, and they get us out. So everybody's been real. Yeah, the wood. This 400-pound wood chipper, terrible. Yeah, but everybody's we've had a lot of support, and that's been a big thing that's let us succeed so far.
So college picker RAIKEN and Young, ask them questions about like how they got started and everything. The reason why I'm saying this is because I need to break off for 1 second, and I forgot to take my medication, which is very crucial at this point for me to take it.
What do they have you taking? Dexilant?
No, I'm taking just simple crap. What is it called? It's like the most simple thing possible, but it's like
Exactly.
It's that, but it's like serious. It's like 40 strength, so it's like the crazy stuff.
That's not the crazy stuff,
dude. My doctor was like, "Man, that's a strong dose what you're taking. Like you're gonna."
He was just trying to beef you up mentally that he was doing something right.
He just knew I was a bonafide hustler. He was like, "He's the bonafide hustler. He needs to."
Did they give you IV pantoprazole, or was I wrong?
I got IV'd something in that.
IV Nexium or IV pantoprazole?
I don't know, dude. What the? This is like totally not becoming a green room hangout
anymore, man.
Let
me ask Brock a question. Brock, for you and your wife, what's your average day like nowadays with reselling? Like, do you have a routine, or is there certain hours of the day that you spend doing certain things? If you have to, like, maybe put out like an average or something.
It's definitely a work in progress. It's a work in progress.
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, like anything. We had about 6 weeks, and then we were gone on a road trip for a month, and then we've been back for 3 weeks. So it's pretty much. I'm definitely a big believer in the write your list out the night before. See what you can to make sure what you get done. So.
You solo a lot of times.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's tough, and it's what she's saying. Yeah, it's tough with the kids to get the kids and everybody out to the thrift stores. So Friday, Saturday, we can garage sale every Friday, every Saturday. So that's locked in stone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Oh, it's fantastic. I love Texas. And then Monday through Thursday is mostly it's going to be just a mix. I'll just write out what we need to get done as far as listing. And then as far as I can hit some of the local thrift stores, and that's when I'm trying to, Monday through Thursday, I'll try to block out time to source furniture on Craigslist, because I do like flipping furniture. I do have a truck. So if you got a pickup truck and you don't mind showing up and, making an offer in cash, you can make some pretty good money flipping furniture.
Mhm.
So, but that's I mean, Monday through Thursday is the list and the, you know,
Taking pictures and writing
yeah,
up the descriptions and
right, all the
the
boring.
time-consuming stuff, the stuff
Yeah.
that
Yep, exactly.
sourcing. I mean, I know from my experience and from yours as well. Probably we could always find time for sourcing, but sitting down and taking the pictures and uploading it and doing all the boring stuff, that's
Yeah.
the stuff where it's like down your to-do list.
Right. Yeah.
I like doing the photos.
Yeah, Abby's much better with the camera than I am, so she takes some great photos, and
Oh, really?
that's nice. Like whenever you have somebody that you can work in a team, and that's something we gotta improve on every day. Is she can be knocking out pictures and measurements faster than I can get the pictures, get everything loaded. So that's terrific.
Do you guys have like a photography setup, or are you kind of like got a
I
budget
got-
set up now, or?
Yeah, 3M hook and our awesome rig couch is good.
Our apartment is basically 3 rooms, so there's no extra space.
So you got to be creative.
Yeah, little bit.
Push toys and cereal out of the way. You'll find like people.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm back. Someone fill me in on that question. What question was that?
As far as like what do we have a schedule? And I was saying pretty much Friday, Saturday, that's the garage sale days where it's locked in stone, and then Monday through Thursday, just kind of depends. That's when I'm sourcing on Craigslist, hitting local thrift stores, writing, the Kindle publishing.
What do you got? One book done? You said?
Yeah, I did. Completely different from what you said to do. I did no keyword research, but mine, that was intentional, and it was a little bit of a risk, but I did one completely on Craigslist.
Yeah.
You lost money, how to use Craigslist to get it back. So it's 23 pages, all about how to use Craigslist.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's a little bit different as opposed to like if you've watched Steve's videos as far as attacking like the micro niche, which very wisely he has kept that to himself, like whatever his micro niche is that he's writing on repeatedly.
Oh yeah, you can't give that stuff out, especially if you got a following. It's gonna get destroyed.
Absolutely. So what I'm writing right now is I actually like I said, like Craigslist is what I'm comfortable with, and
There's
that's
gonna be 20 Craigslist books coming up tomorrow.
I know, right? Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
About, like, copy.
Where did Young go, by the way? Young has disappeared. He got irritated with all the stuff being drawn on his face.
You think if I come back in, it'll be removed off my face?
So, real quick, so Brock and Abby, you guys are heavily invested in a project that we started about last March or February, the Green Room, right? Definitely. And you guys, when I say heavily invested, you guys aren't partnered into it, but you guys are definitely like in there all the time. Like, I mean, one could mistake you for an admin at some points because you guys are all. I mean, okay, so maybe mostly Brock, but you guys are posting all. Okay, so Brock, you're posting all the time, and that's pretty cool because what would you say about the community to the people out there? There are a lot of people out there. I get questions all the time on my normal Facebook. I get questions on my videos like, what is the Green Room like? Like, can I do a monthly thing? Like, what is it like to be in it? Like, can I have a sample of can you fill these people in a little bit on, what your view of this thing is from when you joined to where you are now? Have you learned anything? And if you are a newbie, an intermediate, or an expert, is there value for any of these people in there?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I hope I don't post too much. That is one concern. Like, I try not to post too much, but look, like, here's my perspective. Like, and this is not. I'm going to tell you what the truth is, just for everybody in YouTube land. If I thought the Green Room sucked, I would tell you. But these videos and the YouTube community, that's what let us do that good bridge from, hey, I have a job to, hey, I'm going to resell full time because I just lost my job. So I want to give back to the community, and that's why I want to be involved in the Green Room. And the Green Room is great because it's not like any other group I've been a part of. It's definitely, you get that community feel. As far as like today, somebody was posting questions about like, hey, I'm going to send this into Amazon, but it's missing part of the packaging. Can I send it in as new? And everybody's saying like, oh, don't do that because here's what's going to happen. And you can get that real-time feedback, and it's good to get some opinions. And then somebody was having trouble today, getting some movies shipped out. So I told him some different alternatives to shipping, stuff that I'd used successfully. And I use it as much, too, to ask questions because I don't have the tie here, but I definitely...
I was going to say, where's this tie, man? Who bought the tie? Was it you or your wife?
It was yeah, she found it. You want to grab that pearl snap, too. So, yeah, I totally bought a fake Burberry tie today.
I saw that tie. The black label?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it. I have a 2-week return policy, but hopefully you'll see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not sure. I have to see them to tell
yeah.
if it's fake.
So it looks good. It's got this, oh, look, the little tag in here, 100% silk. But if you take a good look, at the letters, the R's are basically too boring. That's the easiest way to say it. They should have a little bit more of a, I think it's called a rat tail. But
I could show you a real Burberry tie if you give me a second.
Cool. So now we're learning about Burberry ties.
Absolutely, yeah, fake ones. Yes.
Certain things, man, like even like True Religion or Burberry or some of the higher end stuff. Sometimes you got to ask yourself the question: is it worth like risking the whole business over one thing? Like, people,
a Burberry.
I know Chris talked about that before. Do you really? Is it worth risking it? Sometimes. Sometimes I walk away because I'm not sure.
And that's
I walk away lots of times because when I get unsure, I'm like, there's no way I'd risk my income stream on eBay for that thing, for that one item.
That's exactly what you said. Are you willing to risk your whole income stream on one item?
They love using this stripage, the Nova check kind of whatever this is.
The Nova check. Those 3 stripes, like they did a good job faking it with a little.
And then if you take a look at the trying, but everything's opposite. There we go.
Yeah. See, I don't have the London underneath, which most of
the London means it's the newer Burberry. It could be Burberry's, which is the older
There's
one.
a bunch of different models. That's why it's difficult to tell sometimes.
But I'm trying to get.
You know what I would do, Brock? Look through the sold listings to see if you could find that certain model because there's always a chance that it could be real. That's the thing that kind of freaks me out sometimes because there's always a chance it could be real. There's always a chance it could be fake.
Right, but it's if you look at the letters up close, Steve, I think you would think it was probably fake because
the knight does not look real at all. I've never seen a knight that looked like that.
You know what the rule of thumb is when you're dealing with these higher-end brands? It's always looking at the small little details because these high-end brands, they always nail the details to a T. And if it looks odd,
they don't make mistakes.
They don't make mistakes with it. And if it's a little off, the odds are it probably is fake. And why risk the whole income stream on it,
Yeah, and here I'll talk so it'll come up big, but you can see like up there, like the part where this end goes through on the tie. The stitching is not quite perfect. Like I think it's a pretty decent fake, but I would wear it. But as far as risking my eBay income, no, I'm good.
Yeah, sell it at a yard sale for $1. Let somebody look rich.
Yeah.
So I have a question for Barack real quick. You were one of the first people in the room, right? Like the first, maybe between 10 and 20, maybe potentially. I can't remember, but anyway. Let's suppose that you were. You were one of the early ones. I know that. What did you? RAIKEN. Okay, who is that? It's probably RAIKEN. Yongo's been gone for like forever. What is RAIKEN doing? If RAIKEN comes back to reality, we'll get started here.
Here.
Okay.
That
noise for an otter pop.
You were saying as far as like what I got out of the green room, and
I'm saying, like, okay, so you enter the green room and you got $100 that you've taken out of your pocket and you've paid the membership into the room, right?
Right.
How are you feeling at that point? You freaked out a little bit. You're like, I better get my $100 for it. Like, what's going through your head when you bring $100 to the table?
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. Like, what's going through your head when you pay the $100? You're like, oh, this is gonna be amazing, or you're like, you're fearful. Like, what's going on through your head when you do that?
My son was just born. I'm about to lose my job. These guys better not waste my $100. That was kind of what was going through my head.
Okay. Now, let's fast forward. How many months have you been in there? 7, something like that.
Yep.
Okay, 7 months later, do you think you've made your $100 back by now?
Oh, I made it back like the first week or two, easily.
Oh, okay. So, and and I can honestly say with you, I mean, what do you the amount of posts that were coming when you were um, first in the room, right? Were 20 posts a week, something like that, with a bunch of like really crazy highlight kind of stuff. There are a lot of posts going on now. They're like, I mean, there are a ton of posts every single day in there. Is it overwhelming to you, or can you catch up pretty much every day?
I can pretty much stay caught up because I get on in the morning and check I go through eBay, Amazon, I check everything, check and see if I got any messages, feedback, and that's just one of the things I check. And then I'll check in another time or two. I don't have my own Facebook, so if I get on Facebook, it's specifically for the green room.
Nice. Now, the things that you did find in the green room to make your money back and make more than your money, so you've made profit, you've learned a whole lot through the green room, I'm assuming. Those things that you learned from, were those things primarily given from us, or was it the community in general? Like, where did you find more of the value in this entire thing?
The biggest value to me.
Oh gosh, dude, RAIKEN, every time you sip on that thing, it like crinkles up and like screws the whole mic up, dude.
Dude, you're taking the attention away from Brock and Abby, man. Come on.
I'm trying to, I swear.
No,
My internet's like so choppy. I don't know if it's just you guys or what.
It's all the sketching and drawing.
All right, hold on, my dogs are barking, but 1 second.
All right.
Can you hear him barking?
Yeah. No, you're muted, or you were. We're good?
Oh, okay. Yeah, but go ahead and talk to the people out there in YouTube land, like, where's the value in the green room come from?
The value to the green room to me is that I want to surround myself with like-minded people and people that want to resell and people that want to thrive and really be successful in reselling. So the biggest, benefit to the green room is that you're at like 140 something that y'all have in the room, right?
We have 138 members right now.
Okay, 138 members. That's
142.
138 though.
Okay.
Including
A
us.
lot of people are in the green room, and it's getting better and better to where we have more and more diverse people with just different backgrounds, completely different knowledges. Then in the green room, I mean, somebody posted up some obscure hockey jersey, and I swear he knew everything there was to possibly know about this jersey. And I can't get that. Who am I gonna call? We're trying to make a business on our own, but to surround ourselves with people who are willing to help us and that we can help them. It's like having an encyclopedia that can interact with you and can help you. I've been in the field sourcing. I was trying to source some shoes, some cycling shoes, and I tagged Chris in it and hey, what do you think, man? Is this wear a little bit? Is this concerning? And he said, yeah, pass. So it saved me from putting $20 out that I wouldn't have never gotten back because they weren't worth selling. So
that's right. So you're making money because you're learning about new things. You're making money because you know what you're learning to avoid. So
right.
You're really saving money in that direction too. So you're making money in two directions now.
And that's the thing. If you can save yourself, don't spend that dollar. That's just as good as earning $1. Every dollar you can save, and then even whenever people put up posts about oh, this is the best way to ship this, or and that can save me a couple bucks, or this is where I source my bubble wrap from, or this is where I get boxes from, and then I mean Young puts up an FBA bolo every 12 hours, so.
That's right. Hey Young, you want to ask them something? You're kind of frozen right there, but anyway, hey Young, are you still there? Young, it looks like freaking. He looks like something from the Super Mario game right now. He's just sitting there. Okay. So when Young comes back, he had a question. I know he was trying to say something. RAIKEN, Eric, you guys have any questions for him real quick regarding Green Room?
I'm getting such choppy feedback, so I don't even know if you guys can hear me.
I'm hearing him very well, so it's probably you should probably pay your cable bill, bro, and you'll be fine.
Brock, excuse me, Brock. I'd like to know, what are your long-term plans? Maybe not even long-term. Maybe a year down the road. Where would you like to see yourself reselling with your business? Maybe you want to be diversified in different businesses. Anything you wouldn't mind sharing?
Yeah, no, not at all. I try to keep it open. I mean, in a year, if we could be to where we were financially where we were set and we were making everything, I'd be really happy because I mean that to me that's what it's all about. The being free to take her to a doctor's appointment or go to the parent teacher conference. Like that's important for me. That's really the freedom. It's not. I mean, money's definitely important, and like what we resell is important, but the freedom is the most important. As far as like diversifying, I have an auctioneer license, and I'm using the GI Bill. I'm knocking out very slowly, but I'm knocking out my real estate license. So one thing I would definitely like to get into owning rentals and that sort of thing, but I could see definitely doing some real estate auctions on just like a contract basis, something like that.
Awesome.
Then yeah, repurposing furniture. I mean, that's where Abby's really really good as far as like the arts and furniture. That's definitely her end. If we could get in, I mean, there's huge amounts of money to be made if you can reupholster furniture, if you can repaint furniture, and that's just like that's a super niche, super skilled business. That I really like the Kindle publishing. That was pretty cool as far as like the first book that I published. So that was kind of
That's
cool.
your own book. Is that your own book? Like you own it? It's yours?
Yeah, that's mine that I wrote completely. It's 5,300 words, so it's only 23 pages, but it's the whole purpose is to get you from where you don't know anything about Craigslist, where you can buy and sell on Craigslist. And then I went through and I have so many Craigslist posts. Like every day, I get some kind of scam of some sort. So I went through different ways to keep yourself from getting scammed and what to look out for and when it's okay just to walk away.
Okay, cool.
But,
hey, who's paying that stuff on RAIKEN, man? It's like super distracting.
RAIKEN's playing with settings himself.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
He's trying to be a ghost.
Anyway, so that's okay. So I guess my other question to you was like, how much of this entire Orange Elephant 523, your YouTube channel, which does include ride-alongs and like things to look out for and like learning experiences, how much of that channel, or no, how much of everything that you do with hustling and everything, how much is your wife involved with that entire project? Like 50-50, or she's 30% or 40 or
30.
About 30? Okay, so she's pretty prominent. She's in there, right? She's helping around a lot.
Well, and you can't like underestimate. Like Abby's just so amazing as far as like getting like I didn't even like I haven't like grocery shopped or made dinner in like 5 years that I've been married. Like
Oh my god, I need to get married.
like I didn't even know mayonnaise didn't have to be refrigerated until you opened it. But like I mean, like,
I keep it organized. I keep our stuff organized in 900 square feet.
That's the thing. Like,
and I have a category. Like I know where everything in the house is.
You know, this is an interesting question that you guys are saying 900 square feet, right? And I'm hustling out of my own house, which is 1,900 square feet.
Yeah, we have no garage.
People out there, what I want to ask is, people out there in YouTube land, like, what are you actually hustling out of? Yeah, I want to know, are you hustling out of an apartment, or are you hustling
out of like 120 square feet right now?
Okay, so College Picker's definitely got the smallest square feet in the room. RAIKEN, you are. What's your square footage?
I've got probably about 750. I'm at in total.
Yeah.
750. Okay, Yang, how many square feet are you hustling with?
Oh gosh. You know, to be honest with you.
Are you hey RAIKEN, when you said 7-something, are you talking about your entire house that you're? Or
I'm talking about my office. My office, okay, my storage.
I'm about at 1,000 then. I'm not at 1,900 then. I'm at 1,000 with like, the parts that I actually use.
House, like living room, bathroom.
Yeah, I'm talking like the whole thing, like the whole place.
Okay, so you're making the whole house. Okay, so CP, are you talking about the whole house too, or no?
I'm talking about my room. That's where I store.
Okay, so he's getting technical. Okay. So I guess Brock, Abby, if you guys got technical, the rooms in your house that actually has hustling to do with it, like storage, what do you think? 500?
Closet that's like 25 square feet. Like if you're gonna hustle in someplace that's really small, you gotta box those stuff up.
That's why I've been going so much FBA because of like my 120 square feet.
Yes. I love the FBA. Like I'm still getting into it. I've only sent 2 shipments into FBA, but like even after the fees and everything, I did so much better with the things that I sent in. Like
Oh man, the thing that I bought off of a green room member, I made $75 on by doing
really?
FBA. Yeah, I went back. I was looking for the post. I couldn't find it. I didn't know what to search, but you guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Hustled a member? You hustled a member.
unintentionally.
Unintentionally, yeah. You don't remember that post?
Unintentionally. So I didn't mean for it to go to FBA. You mean?
No, as in I didn't know I was buying it from him.
So wait,
It's messed up.
you bought something
Oh,
from
shut
somebody, and then you made seven. You bought something from someone in the green room, right?
On eBay, yes, I bought it on eBay from him
Okay.
on accident.
From them on accident. Okay,
and
then
I
you
made
resold it?
$75 on it. Yeah.
So okay, if it's on accident, then it's completely fine. If you did it on purpose, it's like really bad.
But he was like, I hope I'm getting hustled. Like he thought it would be so cool, which was pretty cool.
That is pretty funny. That is hilarious. So that's I guess there's plenty of room for everyone to make money in the green room, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did it sitting on my ass on this chair. So
That's pretty good, man.
A bunch of money too. I think you both made like a good chunk.
oh yeah, I'm sure he made whatever his overhead was. He probably was into the item like $2-3, so he made like 30. Or what, I don't know. I forget what I paid for it. I might have paid like 25 or 30 or something.
Yeah, he did just fine.
So yeah, I was expecting to make between like 50 and 75, and that's exactly where I knew it was. I know those items. I'm a pro. So
Going out to the actual comment feed, and we're going to go to the comment feed here for like a while here. Brandon Rogers, shout out to Brock and Abby for hooking me up in the green room with some N64 games for my personal collection. Super nice, awesome people, you rock.
And
So
no
that's
problem.
Brandon Rogers.
Enjoy.
Ric Flair Picker 16X, who was a very prominent commenter in one of the green room hangouts that we had recently. I hustle out of my mother's basement. Cool. Hey, I would love a basement actually. Robert A. Burns II, 850 square foot apartment, no garage. Hustling smaller stuff, but I do have a patio shielded from the rain, but no storage unit.
Nice.
Making money is saying, I hustle out of a master bedroom. So you can hustle from anywhere, but I'm still kind of curious to see where everyone else is hustling from. Abby and Brock, do you guys have anything you want to ask the YouTube people out there?
What do y'all think about the videos? Because I get like a couple comments like here and there. I'm just curious, like, is there something you want to see less or more? Or
Okay. So people out there in YouTube land, if you hear what he's saying, he is the Orange Elephant 523. Him and his wife. He's trying to get a little bit of feedback. If you guys watch his channel, if you don't, it's not a big deal. But if you do, give him a thumbs up, thumbs down, some constructive criticism, something, and let him know what's up. I want to make sure because I watched your recent ride along. It was pretty good. I mean, I like it.
This Kindle publishing dog over here won't take his crown off.
Don't joke, man.
Well, sounds right on my face.
Too much fun. Super 3D Flyer says I hustle out of my basement. It's 1,500 square foot basement. Oh my god.
That's pretty sweet.
That's crazy.
Setup right there.
If the Spokane pickers were here, they'd be like, I hustle out of like a 9,000 square foot house.
Dude,
It's
I'm gonna
huge.
go live in their place. Like that.
Oh.
If you've not seen that video, go check out that video.
That video is so good.
Yeah. So here's something from Grinding Resale. I'm out of my house and garage right now, not using much of the house, but I'm looking at a 1,200 square foot warehouse to work out of. I'm just having a hard time pulling the trigger. Okay, so RAIKEN, this is where you come in real quick. I mean, there's obviously a lot of things that come into play, like, how's your financial situation doing? What's the term of the lease? All that kind of stuff. But how big is your place that you got into, your office?
Right. So my place it's like 2 separate sections. The first part is the actual office space, and that's where I do, the photography, the listing, organizing, stuff like that. And then right down the hall, I have a cold storage area. The first place is about 450 to 500 square feet. That's the office. And then right down the hall, like 10-second walk, it's the actual cold storage unit, which is about 300 square feet, somewhere around there.
Okay,
so
so
it's about 800 square feet.
800 square feet, and you're using every bit of it. Now,
No, I'm
was it
not
easy
using
for
every
you to-
bit of it.
Oh, you're not? Okay. So were
I'm
you
working
were
up to
you hesitant on pulling the trigger? What did it take to pull the trigger? How can you help out the Grinding Resale here on YouTube land saying,
Well,
I'm having a hard time pulling the trigger on a 1,200 square foot
right.
warehouse. What can you tell this guy?
I mean, just take a look at where you are now and where you want to go. Like, I was at the point where if I didn't get a place, I wasn't going to grow anymore. I was stuck, you know? I just didn't have enough space. It was taking a lot of time to drive and back and forth from the unit. Like, I was working out of my house, out of a little bedroom, like, crammed up. Like, I wasn't organized. Like, I just didn't have enough space, and it was stressful. It was tough. And I knew, I ask yourself this one question. Ask yourself, if you get the place, what kind of difference will it make in your business? And if you answer it, it's something along the lines of, you know, I'm going to make more money, I'm going to grow my business, I'm going to have more focus, I'm going to be easier organized and stuff like that. If you're along those lines, then I would definitely look into it. But you got to look at your finances too, like how long you've been doing it for, like if you're comfortable, how do you see the market in your given area. If things are looking pretty good, then I just go for it. I mean, look for a place. Luckily my place is a month-to-month lease, which is really good because, you know, who knows what I'll be doing 6 months, a year down the road. I mean, I kind of like moving around and doing a bunch of different stuff. So if you could get a month-to-month lease, that will be even better, because if it doesn't work, then you get up and leave. I mean, you just got to move all your stuff and, you know, get rid of the internet and all that. But try to find a month-to-month. In today's economy, I think you can find it pretty easily.
Are all your clothing articles now in your office?
Pretty much most of them. I still have some in my house that I have just been lazy and haven't brought them over, but I will, because it's kind of annoying sometimes. But I'm getting there. But 95% of the stuff is over at the office. And it's a lot easier, I tell you. Once you get the office, you're going to notice that you're a lot more focused. Like, maybe if you're working out of your home, you notice that you get distracted. Maybe you'll like be messing around on the internet, or your family stops by, or you got friends coming through, or something like that, or TV, or, you know, there's so many distractions at home. But when you're at the office, when I'm there, like it's time to work, because I'm 20 minutes away from home. So a lot more organization going on, and just I've been getting a lot more done. It's ridiculous.
I just got the greatest idea for like one of our next green room hangout topics, by the way. You want to hear it, Dog Boy?
Did this doggy inspire you?
Yeah. It was actually the Ray-Ban Wayfarers that you put on the front of it that really inspired me. So I was thinking we can probably do it. Like, this would be a great show to do, because it's going to be, you know, okay. So a smart hustler doesn't just make money on things that they buy and resell. A smart hustler also tries to curb the other side of the equation, which is
the lifestyle.
Educated is right. Lifestyle curbing. I mean, getting the right purchase habits and not living an extravagant lifestyle that you cannot afford. That being said, that involves controlling your fixed costs. If you can't control your fixed costs, hustling will not solve any issues for you whatsoever. You have a big issue already. I think we should make a show about how basic things to reduce your fixed costs so you can actually allow yourself to grow in hustling. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That makes sense.
I mean, it can come down to a cable bill, like you know, sharing a phone bill, like tips that we can give out to people on the next show about how to actually, you know, reduce your fixed costs, still live the same quality kind of life, but it allows you a little bit more breathing room, because you're like, okay, now I can actually experiment with making profit on some things. Like, I don't have to make X amount per month now. You have to always know what your X is per month, like your liabilities, what you have to pay. It's so important, because you need to take that times 2, and that's what you need to be making hustling. That's what I think. I mean, that's the ground, like the basic. If you're not doing that, that's tough, you know. So you gotta try to get your fixed cost times 2, and shoot for that number on your, you know, first month hustling. Like, I'm talking, go crazy. But anyway, I think a lot of people probably shoot just to make their fixed costs, and then they're like, well, I didn't get it. I can't save anything, you know. Yeah. They're like, I can't save anything. I can't, you know. So we'll talk about ways to save some money, and then we'll talk about some fixed costs. If you think that'll be a great
hustler.
Yeah. It's up to, hey, Young, what do you think? Yes or no?
No, that's a great topic.
Yeah, I know you'd be good at it, because we all, like, I know CP would definitely be good at it, because I know his lifestyle.
Yeah.
This guy will ride a skateboard with splinters in it and cracks and everything, and he will ride it to death.
Well, he was trying to ride
across the country.
CP was trying to ride a scooter from Florida to Austin for that whole meetup. Remember?
Dude,
Yeah, I know.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have
Young
like
is, dude, I'm
I have
telling you, Young is
74
cheap
years
too,
in
man.
my life to do this. Okay, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. No, here's the thing. I mean, just to kind of give you guys a maybe. I mean, since we're all gonna do that show, just to give you that preview. I mean, like, there's times to be extravagant, but at the same time, you just have to be smart and be reasonable, and just know, like Chris said, you gotta know your limits. You have to know your limits.
Bro, I wasn't doing it to save money. I was doing it for
No,
adventure.
I'm not talking about you, man. I'm talking about people in general in hustling.
That's right. You got to know your limits, because if you don't know your limits, you never know
Yeah.
where your goals are going to be. You got to know where you got to, you got to know the baseline of what you got to make, and then you got to shoot that thing times 2, man. That's a minimum. You got to get that done.
Absolutely.
And then you'll realize hustling is worth it. Then you can maybe quit your job, and then you can do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But until you got to make twice. I think before you quit the job, kind of thing, you got to be making at least twice your fixed liabilities.
Dude, then I never would have to work in my life.
Well, that's the whole point. The whole point is to be hustling forever, and it's never work because you enjoy it so much, bro. You see what I'm saying?
I know.
Break
I
it
see
down
what
for
you're
him,
saying.
Chris. Break it down.
I'll break it down like a freaking old school '90s jam, dude.
But this is the question: if I want to upscale into into real estate, and they want to see for loan lenders and stuff, they want to see an income on a standard job, then I will have to get I have to get those pay stubs. So it's
as
like
long as if you're paying your taxes and you got your 1099s and all that stuff self-employed, I mean, I think you're good to go. It is harder, from what I understand.
yeah, it's harder. It's like nothing's guaranteed either, but it's just I don't know.
Nothing's guaranteed with loans nowadays, anyways.
Yeah, it's harder, but don't be fooled with the fact that even if you had an amazing paying job, that you would still be okay with lenders anyway, because there's people requiring 10, not even 10%. It's like 20 to 40% for a house these days, which is like I wouldn't say it's absurd, but it's really where we need to be as a nation in order to have responsible people like buying houses. You know what I'm saying? Not just, oh, here's a house for free, and you default on your loan, and now the entire nation gets hit by it. Not just that person.
Have you guys ever heard of condo-tels?
About what?
It's called a condo-tel, right? Ryan, is that what it was called, a condo-tel? Yeah. You guys ever heard of that?
No, what is that?
So I'm at a hotel right now, like a really big one with like hundreds of rooms, and pretty much the whole hotel is owned privately by each individual, so you could literally buy a piece of the hotel.
Oh, it's like a timeshare. It's a timeshare.
It's not a timeshare. I mean, I guess
it's
I
not a
don't know,
timeshare.
really know.
Timeshare's a scam.
So you can pretty much buy a piece, like it's a condo. Like there's oceanfront condos. Like the thing I'm staying in right now, it's like a little studio. It's like 500 square feet or something for like 170 grand, right on the beach, ocean view. But it's just amazing that.
It's like a condo that they rent out day to people if they want to make some extra
Yeah,
income.
it is a condo though, right? RAIKEN?
You own the condo. You own it, 100%.
Yeah, that's not a timeshare. Timeshare is a scam. It's like you buy a week of a condo.
And I was talking to the guy, and he says, yeah, I mean, nowadays 20 to 40%, that's pretty much standard.
Yep, 20-40% on dude, I'm telling you, 20 to 40% on a decent condo these days is like $200K anywhere. So like.
Oh, here's the post about the
$100.
hustle on eBay. It just popped up. Awesome.
Yeah. Anyway, we gotta cut this green room hangout. We're about at the hour mark here pretty soon.
Wait, hold on. Just one real quick, man. Abby and Brock, who's your favorite admin?
Oh my God, get out of here.
Come on.
Hey, Young. Hey, guess what? He rode along with me in my SUV, bro. So I would have to say probably me.
I don't care, dude.
Nobody plays favorites.
I do.
I'll say who mine is.
Yeah, go ahead.
As a mom, Young's my favorite because he remembers to ask about the kids.
Yes!
And we're like a unit of 4. I don't know, the Young's just kind of like, hey, how's the kids? What are they doing? And he'll comment on stuff. That's as a mom.
Young is good with the moms.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. There you go.
Wow. Young wins again. And what I say by that is because my girlfriend was like, I was like, out of all the people that came down here to Austin, like, who'd you like the best? And she was like, I like Young a lot. He was cool. And I was like, what? What about the other 2? They were cool too. She's like, yeah, I really like Young. And I was like, what the hell?
Oh, man.
You have a way with the ladies.
Because he's so responsible. Young's so responsible, and I'm so irresponsible, so nobody likes me.
What can
You
I
know
say?
what? He's a responsible guy. He's fiscally responsible, and he's cheap. You know why? You ever see that ALS ice bucket challenge? he made sure that his dog didn't donate $100, so he tried to put the bucket on the dog and it ran off. I saw that on the video.
Yeah, I saw that. He just bolted.
That was an
like,
awesome
oh,
video.
I couldn't stop laughing after I saw that part. I was like, that is the funniest part of the whole video.
Funny.
Anyway, so Abby and Brock, this certainly won't be the last time you guys are on the Green Room Hangout. So, you want to say any kind of final parting kind of things to the people out there that are either in the Green Room, there are some people in the Green Room that are in the comments, that's for sure, or people that are deciding to join the Green Room. I guess my one last question to you is, this year, right? After 1 year of being in the Green Room, right? You surrender $100 or you spend $100 to get in, right? How much do you think you will make in profit just in 1 year? Just take a guess. What do you think you would make in profit?
It's gonna be in the thousands. I wouldn't hesitate to put it in the 5 digits, over 10K.
Wow.
Sweet.
I mean,
so
that's a
like
no
FDA
nonsense.
help and
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and you gotta look like, I'm getting help like with FBA, and I'm getting help with Kindle publishing, and I'm getting help with eBay, and I'm getting help with my shipping costs, and and we're talking about like controlling your fixed income. Like, thanks to like Dave Ramsey and the book The Richest Man in Babylon, like we don't have any debt. And that was the thing that's so crucial. Like, you guys are talking about controlling your fixed costs. That was such a big factor in us being able to say, like, oh, we lost our job and laugh about it and just go right into reselling. Like, and it's not, like, it'd be tough to put a number, but I wouldn't hesitate to put it over 10K because there's so much. I mean, like I said, like, I wasn't kidding. Yong put something for FBA like every day. And like, and you got RAIKEN. Like, I mean, RAIKEN's helping me out with that book, and like, okay, if it sells like 1 book a month, well, it's not going to expire. Like, I could be selling that book for 40 years, like.
And watching all their YouTube
and then
shows
yeah,
For as long as Craigslist is around, yeah.
yeah, and who knows? Like, and I'll evolve into other books, and they're going to be linked together, and I don't see Craigslist going anywhere.
Not at all. No, it'll.
It's such a part of America now. And
show me your phone number, Brock, after this video, man. I gotta talk to you. I got something for you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Absolutely. Like,
I got some tips for you.
I appreciate it, man. And and then Chris took me out, and like, if you ever get an opportunity to go out with somebody, another reseller, absolutely do it. I went out with Mitch and Jonathan. Mitch is in the Green Room. Jonathan is not. Still working on him. But I mean, just go out and like. Those guys are just a class act. Like, they know everybody in their town, and they tell them, like, hey, what's up? Yeah, we're looking for some stuff to sell on eBay. People are, like, walking in the house. Like, what? It's like...
Looking for stuff on eBay.
Yeah, like, oh, hey, we need to sell some stuff on eBay. And they're like, oh, sure, let's give it to you for $1. Like, what? Like, it's just, to go out there and, like, see them interact and to learn some stuff. Or, like, you got with Chris and, like, all of a sudden, like, that N64 lot that I got was so insane. And that was from, like, Chris and I got that out of the garage. Like, they weren't going to sell that, but Chris wanted the stuff in the house, and they showed it to us. And you can just learn, like, even just how people, like, look through the thrift stores. Like, what do they hit first? What do they hit second? Like, it's so important. Just to diversify and see something different.
Yeah, I also think you're a couple of weeks away from finding your first pair of Chaco sandals, because I remember talking to you in the car about that, about Chaco sandals. Those $3 sandals sold for like $62 or so.
I've been looking for those.
Oh, actually, you know what I found today? I'll be right back. I'm gonna show you guys something.
Oh
okay,
my god.
What'd you say? What did you say, Brock?
I found fake ones today, the Chaco sandals.
Oh,
I've never heard of fake Chacos.
Chacos won't be faked, but there's some other ones that look kind of like Chacos. They're called Tivas. I wouldn't buy Tivas, man.
Yeah, it was
Tiva.
It was a Tiva. Like,
oh, that's not a fake Chaco. That's just a Tiva.
That's a Tiva. Yeah, which is crazy because Tiva really was the pioneers in the late '90s and early '90s.
Like Tiva sandals aren't horrible. It's just that they don't have really good resale.
Yeah.
They're not that great, and the straps like come flaring out of the sides and they get all fuzzy. It's not good, man. I know about those.
I have some baby chacos around here somewhere I found.
Check this out,
Really?
guys.
They're cute.
Do you have a dirty van that says free candy on the side as well?
Look,
Oh my god, get out of here.
Okay.
look, a brand new Starbucks mug.
Okay.
That's
What? Okay. What? Everyone's like showing me stuff. Okay, I see Chaco's right there, and then Yang, he's got a Starbucks mug.
Brand new. It's a tag.
Nice.
They're baby chacos.
Nice,
Hey, what
dude.
size? They might
Yeah.
fit our baby.
What? A size 11, whatever that is in baby.
All right. Kids 11, right?
I guess.
It looks like kids. Those are not babies, dude.
Whatever.
That is one Godzilla baby, if that's like
Yes,
a
that's
baby
funny.
issue. That's the kids.
Hey, Chris, one other thing I definitely wanted to comment on, like, as far as, because I know I keep going like the green rooms community and like how helpful it is. Like, we had a guy, he had an issue with a guitar that he'd sold off Amazon. So I had one that I hadn't put up, I hadn't sent into Amazon yet. So we were able to do a deal. So he just PayPal'd me money and I shipped it to his buyer.
Oh, I've done that before with some of my friends, yeah.
That is so nice. I'm going through right now. I'm going through an issue with a buyer on a GameCube game. So if we can't get it fixed out, to be able to just put up in the green room like, hey, does anybody have this game?
Or this item. Yeah, I never even thought of that. That's a good idea. I missed that post. That's a good idea. Because I've done that before where I either couldn't find it or when I retested it, it didn't turn on or something. And
your heart stops beating for a second, and you're like, like, yeah, absolutely. So that's definitely like a nice little like I wouldn't try to use it all the time, but it's definitely nice to have that network
in your back pocket.
Yeah, just in case. And we made it.
Use it all the time. That'd be horrible. Don't abuse that. No.
Don't abuse that. But if you ever get stuck, it's nice to have like, hey, and I mean he paid me for it. Like it was a good deal for both of us.
Yeah, if you can split the profit or something like that, make it better.
That's pretty much what we did, and it saved him bad feedback, which is
Exactly. That's a really good idea.
Cool.
Try doing that with thrift for profit, or whatever.
What are you talking about?
The other Facebook group.
Drifting with the boys or whatever he's talking about, or something like that.
I think you're talking about the wrong person.
Anyway, all right, so we gotta end this program because we're like way over schedule. But the next green room hangout, if people in the comment feed, I mean after the fact, of course, we're gonna terminate here pretty soon. If you do like that topic about fixed cost or whatever, like reducing fixed cost or like how to live as a frugal hustler, let us know because we'll definitely shed some light on that if you guys want to hear about that. Till then, you can find Abby and Brock Parks at their YouTube channel, which is the Orange Elephant 523.
Check it out.
And you're more than likely going to see Brock and or Abby in one of my ride-along videos again because they live like right down the highway from me. So why not? I'm okay with like teaching people like how to make money. Especially when, as soon as they find something cool, they're always like, oh, I found this, it's so awesome, like, thanks a lot. Like, it's all about sharing. There's enough for everyone, especially in this town, like I say that much. So
this world has so much for everybody.
There's so much going on.
Abundance.
The fact that you run into e-money twice in a day, though, is pretty interesting. But that being said, you guys look at completely different things. Well, maybe not now because y'all are both in the green room, but...
we were.
Yeah, everyone's got different things that they're really, really good at inside. So I'm glad he took the time to teach you about some rackets and everything. But that being said, if you are thinking about joining the Green Room, which if you haven't figured it out by now, it's a paid Facebook-based subscription group run by me, Retro Aficionado, College Picker, and RAIKEN Profit. It's $100 to get in, and the person that you've seen down there talking the entire time, that is not one of the Green Room admins.
The one with the fake Burberry tie.
That's right. He is in the green room, and listen to the video again if you need to get more. If you want to be convinced about joining or not joining, whatever you want to do, it's all good with us. But it's always there. It's a tool. It's a resource. If you don't engage in any of those kind of tools, don't forget about our own publications that we have up for sale, including his Craigslist book there on KDP. We got what's it called? College Picker's Guitar Hero Guide, which actually is free in the green room right now. actually forever. It's an actual file in the green room. So if you want to learn how to make money on Guitar Hero kind of stuff in that entire rock band thing, you can check out his book right there. RAIKEN Profits got blazing profits and 101 killer clothing brands, and that is not in the green room for free, but I think maybe your next publication will be, right? Maybe?
Yeah, I've got something in store. Trust me.
Okay. Okay, so we're trusting the guy. Okay, and then Yang may or may not build something, but collectively as admins, we are coming out pretty soon. I would honestly say at this point we're 2 weeks away for launching our amazing guide in the green room. We won't tell you what the guide's about, but Brock knows what I'm talking about. So it's going to be a great guide, only available to people in the green room for free, and then for general public it'll be like $20 or something. So anyway, that's coming out.
Or
real
$100 or $50.
No, it's going to be $20. It's going to be probably $20 more than likely, I think.
Not if I have anything to do with it.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. $15.
Well, for my portion is going to be at least $8.
We contributed on a really interesting guide. I think it's going to help people realize the value that's coming out of the green room. And if you're in the green room, you're getting it for free. So, yeah, it'll be 20, 30, maybe, you're right. Maybe it'll be 20, 30 bucks. I have no idea. So that's coming out very, very soon. Stay tuned to that. It'll be on all of our social media channels. That being said, are we good? We're all good, guys?
Yep.
All right, Abby, Brock, we're good?
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Take it easy, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.
All right, see you, everybody.
Bye.